Hey, it's Brian Sebastian, Hollywood Film Festival. Here we are, Celebrity Connected, and we are at Feed a Billion. Now, we were talking about this on the radio last night live with Gene and Tracy Lynn Cowan from The Power of Voices, and I said, I got to find this booth, I got to talk about this premise, but first, introduce who you are. Let me start over here.
Jason Cisneros, CEO of Feed a Billion.
And I'm AJ Ambuj Jain. I'm the founder of Feed a Billion.
Now, I heard about both of you. Talk about why this is important, how this came about.
There are 785 million people that are hungry every day in the world, and 22,000 die from hunger in 2017. That should not be happening because we have enough food in the world. It just needs to be provided where it needs to be consumed. And even in the US, 42 million people are hungry every day. So it's a pervasive problem, but it is something that we can fix, we can do something about. That's where it got started.
Jason, what's your thoughts on this? I think about this. I know what it's like to be homeless at one point. It's not fun. You're looking out there, you're trying to scrounge for anything you can get. Talk about why this is important.
It's important because it's actually a problem that exists that we have the tools, we have the ability to solve, right? And if you look back over the last 20 years, it's a situation that's actually gotten worse over time. So what AJ and I decided that we wanted to do was to innovate an approach to this actual problem. We want to bring in technology, we want to bring in social media, we want to bring in our business experience, we want to, traditional donations as well. But we wanted to apply some new rules to this thing called hunger, right? When there's somebody dying every 4 seconds of hunger, it's something that you have to stand up for, and that's what we've decided to do.
Talk about what you have here. You have shirts, you have hats. What's the items for? Do people have to purchase?
We are just handing these out. We are funding all of this. We have had some donations, but this is a passion project for us. We are simply funding it. We don't make any money. We didn't do this for money. And in fact, it was inspired by Tony Robbins. I was at an event, and I asked him if he would match, and he has offered to match up to 400 million meals as we expand this program. So we have to provide the rest of the meals, and what we are providing on this table are examples of what we are doing. We actually have little bags to show. This is fortified rice, beans, dehydrated vegetables. This is what we are providing in Kenya. Now, in India, it's a different meal, and in the US, it's a different meal. So it depends on which part of the world we are. We have done 1.3 million meals already, and we are now expanding. We started in May 2016.
Jason, talk about how this important this is for you. What's the issue for you?
The issue for me is that there's so many people that wake up and don't know where their next meal is going to come from. And, having been homeless myself, come from a family that we sometimes didn't know where our next meal was going to come from when I was a kid. And to know that we have the ability now, the resources and the reach and the ability to be able to feed people that are desperate. They don't know where their next meal is going to come from. And this is something that we can actually impact on a day-to-day basis.
All right, last question. For the people who don't know how to reach you, how can people reach out in different countries? Who do they go to? What's your social media, Facebook or anything?
Right. So on Facebook, go to Feed a Billion, like the page, share the page. That is one thing that doesn't cost any money, and you can do it. The other is you can go to feedabillion.org. You can make donations. You can learn more about what we are doing and how we are expanding the program. So that's what I would say, those two things that people can help us with. We need donations. We need corporate partnerships. We need influencers to get the message out and create advocacy around hunger and what we are doing.
I think this is great. I definitely would like to help out on this. Last question, since it is Oscar weekend and things can be contributed to certain things, do you guys have a favorite movie? Anything that you like? Jason is smiling. I know you got one. All right, what's your favorite movie?
I think it's going to be between La La Land and I think it's going to be La La Land. Yeah.
That's what I would pick, La La Land.
Smart choice. All right, thank you guys. We will make sure, website one more time.
Feedabillion.org.
All right, we'll see you guys later.